I guess it was. Thank you.
The light is on.
Okay, so this is something that's really important to me. Sorry. So that everyone can be present. I appreciate it. Once upon a time. Those words for me have a lot of power. What types of thoughts and experiences maybe come to your guys' mind when you hear the words once upon a time? Happy stories.
Happy ending.
Fairy tales. Flavor after. Good adventures. Stories and adventures are important to all of us. We've all had those growing up. For me, it all started because my mother read to me. How many of you guys had parents who read to you? Good. I'd like to learn with you all and hear how some of you guys have been affected in your life. So while we do this little activity, I want you to ponder how being read to or reading at a young age has affected you in your lives. Okay? So keep that thought as we do this. I brought some stories that I read when I was young, some of my favorites, and some short stories here. If everyone can take a book, you can pick which one you want. You can take one. Okay.
Oh, sorry, I hurt your foot, dude. Are you so breathing?
Okay. So what I want you to do, and ponder as you do it, I want you to read your story for the next 2 minutes. And I want you to ponder how reading has affected you in your life or being read to at a young age. Now, if you do have a meaningful experience, you don't even have to read the story. I just want you to ponder on how you've been affected by that. Okay, thank you. I hope you had a little bit of time to think about that. Now I want to ask you the question, one of two questions. What did the book you just read consist of, or how have you been affected by being read to or reading in your young life?
This one's Story of Ferdinand. I don't know how many of you have read it. My mother used to read it to me when I was really young, and it was always, to me, it was always about a bull in a country somewhere over the sea in Spain. I'd never get there. So suddenly my family moved to Spain, and we were able to go past the pastures with the bulls in them. Talked about Ferdinand sitting under a cork tree. Found out what a cork tree actually was, and how my family always, when you see the bull, well, is that Ferdinand sitting under the tree? Suddenly the children's book became a very real book to us.
My dad used to read to me, and he used to do all the voices and stuff like that. And it was really cool because, one, it was a really big bonding time for me and my dad where we got closer together, where I felt like I could talk to him. I don't really remember too many of the stories he read me, honestly. I just know that it's okay to act goofy and to do it if you're going to try to make somebody else laugh and to be able to have fun with things and enjoy a nice story, because you can learn a lot. Actually, I really like the story as well, because it always teach you, well, almost always teach you a nice lesson if you look for it.
I think this is so powerful because I think when you're a child and you like sometimes the parents read to you, like as a child you feel like you're just so invincible and like you can do anything and like you know everything and fairy tales are real and everything and so I think like now when we look back and we read books that we remember when we were little and like we reminisce on our childhood, it just like brings back that like inspiration, like I can do anything, like I'm invincible, like anything can happen. And so I just think reading books like this, it just brings back like the power to your like from your childhood to now.
It empowers us.
When I was younger, I remember my parents always reading me Dr. Seuss and everything, and now I have the hardest books memorized. Just because of that, I can read excellent, and I have photographic memory because of it too.
Wow.
So it helps me a lot.
Powerful.
When I was a kid, I couldn't read, like, at all, and I had speech problems, so, like, my parents would read to me all the time, and I had, like, friends and family that would always read to me, and that just meant so much to me, because, like, I started catching on, and I enjoyed it, and it wasn't something embarrassing anymore, like, it was fun, and I enjoyed that time.
John said something that I think is really important for me. I'm going to go through a few benefits of reading to your children. It helps them navigate and understand relationships. So how to be a good friend. They're thinking about what's going to happen next in the story. You end one night, and they're going to think, how is John going to act with Jill tomorrow, or da-da-da-da-da. So they start exploring that in their own mind. Begin the foundation of knowledge for the world. They don't just learn about what's around them, they're learning about everywhere in the world if you're giving them good things to read as a child. If you notice, some weren't picture books. You don't have to read them stories all the time. You can read them picture books with insects, and they can ask what insects are what. But this is huge. This is really important to me. It naturally creates an environment where children can ask questions. It provides parent with teaching opportunities. Builds open relationship with child where they will feel comfortable asking you questions. It's huge. At ages 2 to 3, children begin to learn right from wrong. Reading short stories with important morals is a powerful way to teach principles of success. The children will feel your love as you read to them. I implore each of you to read to your children. I say that because it's affected my life pretty powerfully when my mother read to me as a child. So that's my call to action, is to read to children and read with them. I know and promise you that if you do, they are more likely to live a happily ever after life.